Ladies and gentlemen, this is my message to Prime Minister Scott Morrison to stop to control society dream and to stop to control disability dream. Society they have to be free.
They have been bullied as worthless. Their father was discouraged and told he won't manage to build their family. Whether making love, providing for the family, in fact, all related things for one to be the head of a family. They said he would make it. They even told his wife that getting married to him was like committing suicide. But he went against all odds. Now their family is breeding bullies and dreaming big. Bullied as worthless, their father was discouraged and told he won't manage to build their family. Whether making love, providing for the family, in fact, all related things for one to be the head of a family. They said he would make it. They even told his wife that getting married to him was like committing suicide. But he went against all odds. Now their family is breeding bullies and dreaming big. At first, we as Afrimax visited this shortest family in the world. They shared with us their day-to-day life, how they met, critics of people, and their life in general. Afrimax, together with volunteers and other people, started supporting this family, and ever since, their life has not been the same. You know that there exists a family of only shortest people in the world? In the eastern side of the country, there exists the shortest man in the world who lives with other shortest people. He shared with us the experience of living such a life in the society.
ABC News, this is your message to training your society. Boring. Them to get experience, not to attack them herself. And to stop government, not to bring violence society, against bullying to social media, against bullying in school, against bullying in the street. Bullying is their education. When you ABC, you training your society, they move in brain, lazy brain, they stop bullying. They get experience. You have to know, your government, they were the confusing information to training children responsibility, them to know responsibility, to close each other, to play each other, to single bullying, they are not challenge them. Now this is your responsibility, ABC, to single you can training your society, to move them lazy brain. You know lazy, they start in brain. When they finish to kill brain, and they start to work with the body. Now this is your responsibility to training your society, to make them together community. That is very good to protect your society, them to have to move them in brain lazy.
Yes.
Welcome here to my new home.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Professor Tente.
You are welcome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I'm coming back.
Kindly introduce yourself to the people who are watching.
Thank you, sir, for looking at Professor Tente. I'm looking at Mr. Kapel Photos, the #1 comedian from Uganda. And this one, my friend and my brother, Farouk.
Yeah.
Yeah, Farouk. My friend and my brother.
Kapere, where do you stay?
What?
Where do you stay?
Store.
Labanga agambye mukubire kapiri. mugamba mwetondere.
Kuchi, mwetondera kuchi, naliachi.
Mwe mumanye
Anyonyo.
Naliachi.
Tani nini? Sibo ya Gampola.
Mr. Tintin.
Yes.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine. How are you, bro?
Yes, I'm fine, sir.
Yes.
Welcome here to my new home.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Professor Tintin.
You are welcome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I'm coming back.
Kindly introduce yourself to the people who are watching.
Thank you, sir, for looking at Professor Tintin. I'm looking at Mr. Capel Photos, the #1 comedian from Ghana. And this one, my friend and my brother, Farouk. Yeah, Farouk. My friend and my brother.
Kapere, where do you stay?
What?
Where do you stay?
So,
Labanga agande mukubira kape. Mugamba mwetondere.
kuchi, mwetondera kuchi, naliachi.
Mwe mumanye
Anyonyo.
Naliachi.
Tani nini? Sibo ya Gambe seba.
Yangambi.
Lwaki ampalampa? Nze mpalampa mpapireye. Mbuza teniteni. Sebbanga okumpalampa. Mpalampa famire ye. Mpalampa mulimu gwe. Mpalampa byakola.
Anything. Me and John, we've been together 13 years. We are a team. I think that's the best thing that probably could have ever happened to me. It feels great to know that Jonathan is actually by my side. What happened to your arms? Why was you born like that? My name is Jaleesa. I am 3'4", and I was born without any arms. I didn't mind having any arms. I mean, it is what it is.
We used to put pillows on the side. I don't know what happened this day. But boy, she would always fall out the bed. A little something, and I was quite overwhelmed. But I had my family as support. And being as though she looked just like my mom when she was born, I loved her immediately. I protected her the best of my ability. And with that and her siblings, we just pushed through life.
To take myself to the restroom, I could do a little everything by myself. Some days I can eat with my feet. I'm able to hold the cups with my feet. My fiance, me and him been together 13 years.
She's just a great person, great friend. We just a team. You know, we work well together. And she feed off my energy, I feed off her energy. We met through mutual friends. And
Years.
she's just a great person, great friend. We just a team. You know, we work well together. And she feed off my energy, I feed off her energy. We met through mutual friends, and we just grew to learn to love each other.
People always, when they see me and him like walking out, they'll come and give him a handshake and tell him, I salute you. You're doing a good job. Like, I salute you guys. We don't really have issues with people.
Her condition never affected our love life, our relationship. I just love her as a regular person.
I always say he's strong. He's a strong black man. And I make sure some days I have my cranky days, but I try not to complain because I know sometimes he gets tired. I mean, not tired, but he gets overwhelmed probably.
Oh, baby. Good job. You're doing a good job, baby.
Ooh. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Ooh, my legs, brother. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
You look beautiful. You look.
But it feels great to know that Jonathan is actually by my side. My symptoms hasn't been properly diagnosed. We just basically explained the things that I don't have, which is knees, stunted growth, and without any arms. I really feel like I'm doing a good job for me to be that person 3'4" without any arms, doing things that someone probably 6 foot or 5 foot, you know, someone taller than me, basically.
She got a big heart.
Got it?
She's just doing things I never would have dreamed of. Everything they told me that she wasn't going to do, she's done and doing.
Here I am, 30 years old, able to do the things that they said I can't do, which is walk, talk, and live my best life.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Morrison, he have to give them society rights. Now disability they can take them
have
there
faced a lot
here.
of criticism, mainly because of how the man was born. But this did not hold the romance back. The couple has been inseparable. The wife has spent more years lifting and carrying both the father and the child at once, one in the back and the other in the front, respectively. No one wanted them to get married, but they went against all odds and had themselves a gorgeous wedding that they will always tell their children. They don't have so much, no possessions, no money, but love. Their love story shocked the world. Meet this odd couple. This man was born like this. He has never walked even a single centimeter, and he has been crawling ever since the day he was born. He also has hearing difficulties. For one to talk to him, you make sure you are so close to him and speak louder and louder or even shout. If not, he will not be able to hear from you. But this did not stop the wife from loving him.
Ikintu ukundira cyane uyu mugore wawe ni ikihe?
Ntabwo ndumva.
Ndimo ndabaza ngo uyu mugore wawe ni iki kintu wamukundiye cyane kugeza ubwo mubana?
Uko mukunda. Uko mukunda nyine. Wamugaraga najagayo nyine papa nyine akiriho nuko yapfuye.
Before my father died, he could often take me to the hospital for some physiotherapy. But still, there was no solution. We visited 7. He knew that due to my disability, there are a lot of things my body cannot do. But by God's mercy, I survived. And now I'm a man. Building this house of mine was difficult. 1, because I had not enough money. 2, because I was not able to build it by my own hands. No money, no piece of land, no active limbs. All I did was go in the streets and beg. I had a good habit of saving every penny from the streets. After gathering a few amounts of money, enough for building materials, I started building this house with the little budget I had. And today, I don't rent a house. Building this house of mine was difficult. 1, because I had not enough money. 2, because I was not able to build it by my own hands. No money, no piece of land, no active limbs. All I did was go in the streets and beg. I had a good habit of saving every penny from the streets. After gathering a few amounts of money, enough for building materials, I started building this house with the little budget I had. And today, I don't rent a house. I own mine. You can see it's not a villa or a luxurious house, but as long as it's mine, that's what matters. Though my legs are disabled, my head functions correctly. The rest was fighting a battle of falling in love and having a family. No one wanted us to get married, and now we are the best couple the world has ever known. The weight of the whole world was on our shoulders, but we went against all odds and fell in love, and our love story shocked everyone. The wife can tell you more. My life since childhood has always been suffering, and one day, as I was seated home, this man came crawling to me alone. He was passing through some stones, scratching him, and he came and we talked for some hours. At first, I was scared. I could think he's an animal as he crawled, but as he kept on visiting me several times, and later on, we produced our second child. Our life was always full of problems and suffering, most of them boosted by both families, which never let us enjoy living together. I kept on loving him despite people's discouragement and many more words that were not helping me. Later, we got married. We were officially pronounced as a wife and husband. It was a day of happiness and proving wrong haters that love has no barriers and disability is not inability. Whatever we did, there was no anyone else from the outside who was happy for us. No one wanted to see us getting married. Whether neighbors, relatives, and family members, they all went against us. Even on our wedding day, people came to my ears saying that why would such a person like you marry this lamb, they said. But I was committed to loving this man until death do us apart. I know he can't move his legs. That's why I'm here. I'm here for him. That's why I'll always lift and carry him, then take him wherever he wants to be. Even if I have nowhere to leave the child, I have to take them both and make sure I carry them. They are all I have, and I can't live without them. I carry the father on my back and the baby here on the front. I have been doing this for many years, and I'm not ashamed of carrying my husband this way. It helps us reach our destination earlier. There is nothing I cannot do for my lovely husband. This woman says she chose to live with this man only because of love, and she doesn't care on what people say. The truth is that she vowed to always be by his side and help him in whatever the man cannot do. People, having seen that I'm already his wife officially, they said I came to him looking forward to one thing: his properties. This is said because at first he had a wife before I knew him, but they were not married, and the wife took all the money the man had and left. So people here think I'm such of a kind. Right now he has nothing. He has me, and I can work, so he has everything. I'm here for him, like I said. We're looking forward to a better life, no matter what life challenges and setbacks. I will never forget the day he put a ring on my finger. It was the best day in my entire life. That's why I'll never take his love for granted. To me, it was an achievement. I made my mama so proud. It was a joy hearing the father pronouncing us as a wife and a husband to each other. That day, we celebrated so much, and it was wonderful.
Ladies and gentlemen, this society neighbors, they have envy. They don't want this woman to close with this man. And his mother, Naim, is the same. Ladies and gentlemen, before you hear this man he talking, when his father when he died, he was young. He can't survive someone to take them to anywhere. Now meaning his mother, she was not take care of him. And you look his mother, he have envy to this woman, because they know how to marry each other. And now his neighbors, na them the same. Now, this all they have envy, they have meaning why they have envy. Them they want this man to be free, to be alone, when a time he wants someone to help him to take her money. Now them all the jealousy to want this money to this man. Now when he have this woman, then when they help him, he's not going to give them money. You hear another woman, he have another woman, he steal her money, he walk away, he go. She walk away, she go. Now this his mother is happy to sing with this man is that don't have wife. Now his neighbors and them they happy to sing with to live with that don't have a wife, to sing they can take her, they can collect him or her money to take her money. They are not dissimilar. They are not different with the government. They control society, not to give them money, not to give them freedom. Na them they attack them freedom na them to want money to them. Now these parents, they are the politicians, they are not different. They are the same. And this is the responsibility government to protect freedom. Not to build the society dream. Not to build the society choice. Not to build the society life. This is the responsibility of the government to protect. Like this man, our government is to protect him. Now look how these neighbors, how they have envy. Now his mother, how she have envy. When the government they were not protect him, her dream. To protect a woman, her dream. They been like this country. Already they finished to blame this woman. She raping this man. She raping this man. Why you see